I used to work for a certain company, and in that company we had a senior executive who, even in his late 50s, was a very energetic guy. He was always up and about, and his mind was very active. He was the kind of guy that we thought would be in the company still working even way into his 70s. One day, he didn't report for work. He felt very sick and had to go to the doctor. We found out that on that same day he went to the doctor, he was confined in the hospital. News eventually leaked out that he had advanced stage cancer. Just a few days later, he was no longer available for visitation. Within 2 weeks, he was dead. It came as a shock to us. We didn't expect him to go that fast. And it shocked me out of my complacency. Suddenly I realized how life is so short and that you can go anytime. It highlighted for me the truth that we have absolutely no control over our time on earth. Sometimes we're tempted to think that since we follow Jesus and we know that we are accepted as God's children, that we are entitled to have God bless our plans for the future. We normally think that if we come up with a plan and schedule, and we know that what we intend to do would be pleasing to God, and we pray to God about it, then it's all set. It's like God is obligated to bless our plan and make them come true as we wish. Well, you might be presuming on God a little bit. Consider this passage from the book of James. Come now, you who say, today or tomorrow we will go into such and such a town and spend a year there and trade and make a profit, yet you do not know what tomorrow will bring. What is your life? For you are a mist that appears for a little time and then vanishes. Instead, you ought to say, if the Lord wills, we will live and do this or that. As it is, you boast in your arrogance. All such boasting is evil. So whoever knows the right thing to do and fails to do it, for him it is sin. This passage is a rebuke for people who think that they are in control of their time. Those who plan out their lives many years ahead, those who are very certain about getting what they want, those who feel they are in full control over their lives, these people may be in for quite a surprise. You cannot put yourself in the place of God. There are many things in life that are not in your control. Time is not within your control. What will happen tomorrow is not within your control. The length of your life and when you will run out of time is absolutely not within your control. So, learn to be a bit more humble about your plans. Learn to internalize the statement, if the Lord wills. Meaning, whatever you plan to do, leave it all up to God if He will allow your plans to come to pass. Learn to accept that your plans are anything but proposals to God. It is God's purposes and plans that will ultimately come to pass. Let us learn also to be humble about the length of our lives. We do not know the plan God has for us. We wish for long lives, but ultimately, our time on earth is in the hands of God. As we learn about how our lives are not within our control and are ultimately in the hands of God, and as we become ever prepared for the time that we will run out of time in this life, let us always keep in mind, faith matters too.